Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Valley Sports Pod's live stream. The last week of the fantasy football season is finally upon us, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you who are in your championships, good luck to everyone today. It's going to be an interesting day of football. We got a couple crazy matchups. Whether I think the highest scoring game of the day is going to be the Bengals and Cardinals tank-a-thon bowl trash game. It's going to be an interesting one. What's your pick for the ship? BTJ, Wandell, or Trey Tucker? I think Wandell's got a nice safe floor today in a tankathon. Make sure if you're coming in, asking your start sits, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow at Valley Sports Pod. I'll be helping everyone out until 1 o'clock. We were supposed to start 15 minutes ago, but I had some audio interface issues. But Sereno Studios, I got you. Wandell, throw him in. He's nice and safe today. He had a bad week last week. Giants had a weird game plan last week. They were running the ball like so much more often than usual. They didn't want to let Jackson Dart do his thing. I feel like this week they'll throw a little bit more. And Wandell's safe for at least like 8 targets. So throw him in. But I'm not against BTJ today. I feel like that game sneakily might be a little bit of a shootout as well. I feel like both pass defenses are not that great. And shootout in the fact that I think the Jags are going to go up pretty big, and then the Colts are going to like climbing back in garbage time. Hello, if you guys, Serena, if you can hear me, I'm going with Wandell Robinson, my friend. I like Wandell today, but it is championship week, and I'm telling everyone, for anyone who's watching right now as Trey McBride or going against Trey McBride, good luck. Because they announced last night that he is 7 catches away from breaking the Cardinals' all-time catch record. And that should be something they're going to be feeding him for. I have him in one league, and I'm hoping for at least 25. I unluckily went against Malik Willis last night. This guy pivoted to Malik Willis, of all people. So anytime, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you. But last night was crazy. Derrick Henry went for 200 plus and 4 touchdowns. Crazy what happens when you give it to your best player, Ravens. Crazy concept. I mean, Lamar's technically your best player, but you know what I mean. Just get this guy the ball. There's a reason why he almost scored 20 touchdowns last year. It's not a hard concept. It's not hard. This guy is for his entire career since his second or third season. He's been a guaranteed 1,500 plus yards and 10 plus touchdowns. He will go down as a top 5 running back in history. His numbers are just insane, and he is just a freak of a human. He's 31 right now, and he's still easily one of the best running backs in the league. It just doesn't make sense to me. And for those of you still clamoring out there, like Timmy, my co-host, saying that McCaffrey is top 5, that's a top 5 running back, buddy. That is. The Chargers last night looked pretty horrific. The Texans defense, man, is just scary. Like, I do not want to face this team. Like, if I'm the Pats and I don't get the 1 seed and I got to face Houston round 1, I would be fucking scared. I don't want to face the Texans. As great as Drake May and this offense is look, they just lost Mac Hollins, who's underrated. People don't realize how great of a blocker he really is, especially in the run game. And now they're going to have the wide receiver 2 is going to be a rookie, Kyle Williams, who does look good, but he's still a rookie. And a team that in their first year of like putting it all together, you're going to want to maybe at least win one playoff game. Like, I wouldn't want to see the Texans defense. They just look really good. Is all I'm going to have to say. And for those of you joining me, just make sure you like, subscribe, and follow at Valley Sports Pod. Drop your start sits. I'll be here till about 1 o'clock and just hanging out and talking football. Nice and easy. And if you're in your chip, let me know. I'll help you out. I'm in the fantasy football finals in one of my leagues, so I'm going to be watching very closely. Both of us got 3 players each at 1 o'clock, and I'm excited. I'm hoping JSN doesn't wait till the second half to start doing stuff like last week. And Trey McBride, I have him, and I'm hoping he shreds this shit Bengals defense. Like I said earlier, McBride needs 8 catches to break the Cardinals' single-season reception record, so I can definitely see Jacoby Brissett force-feeding him with that. And my flex, I'm still last minute deciding between Josh Downs and Samson. I'm most likely going to go with Downs because I feel like he's the safer option. I feel like I need more floor than ceiling because my team is very stacked. So need some guarantees here. I can't be throwing in a guy and getting under 5 today. I'm big fan of Downs today. The Jaguars struggle against guys like him who know how to find the holes in the zones. They play a lot of zone defense, and Downs is very, very good against zone defense. And the Giants today play at 4 o'clock against the Raiders in a tankathon. Now, if anyone saw, the Raiders told Max Crosby, go home, we're done. We're done with you. Their best player. Granted, if you don't watch football, Max Crosby is probably one of the best defensive players in the league. Like, top 5 to 10 easily. And they legit just told him, like, okay, we don't need you anymore. We're pretty much, without saying it, we're trying to lose. And this guy posts a video of him playing basketball the next day while he's supposed to be on the IR. Raiders, I don't know. I can definitely see something bad happening to you guys in the future because the league's probably looking at this like, oh my God, we can't have tanking be a thing of our league because that shit ruined the NBA. It ruined the NBA. You don't know, tanking doesn't help anything. Now, I'm the biggest fan of just lose the game, but when you're blatantly just like telling guys you're injured when they're not injured, that's just not a good look for the league. It's really bad. And I don't know. It's a bad look for the Raiders. Especially because they're going to eat guaranteed a top 3 pick, and doing stuff like that is very shady. Giants, if they have the first pick, just please, God, make a trade. If they panic draft the Carnell Tate at 1 or something like that, oh my God, this team. Just please don't do anything stupid, Giants. Just be smart. That's all I ask of the Giants. But once again, if you're joining me today, put your start sits in the comments below. I'll be helping everyone out. That's all I do. Everyone is being helped out today. That's all I'm here for. Everyone is going to win a championship today. I'm going to make sure of it. Whether I told a lot of you people, ASYS, always start your studs. A lot of you came to me yesterday asking me, Derrick Henry or this person, Derrick Henry or that person. Always start your studs, with the exception of a guy like Josh Jacobs, because it was clearly obvious there they didn't want to use him, and he's the type of guy that wants to play no matter what. So that is the one scenario where I'm like, okay, you don't have to start your stud there. Like, look at Marvin Harrison today. Like, the Cardinals pretty much came out and said, like, oh, we're limiting his snaps. Pretty much saying, like, there's no point of even fully playing him because we suck. So it's little things like that. Like, it's always start your studs, but with like the asterisk caveat, if that makes any sense. And we're 45 minutes away from game time, and I'm excited. Week 17, and the pepper picks are almost done. It's going to get interesting, let me tell you. So Timmy's 2 picks already happened. He had Cowboys -7, who pushed our first push of the year. We made sure to always go for half, so then we didn't have any pushes. We already had a contingency plan for if someone pushed. I'll get to that in a second. Then he had Texans +2.5, so we covered with that. So technically this week he went 1-0. Now, I got 2 picks. Mine are the night games. San Fran -5, I believe, or -4. And then on Monday night, it's the Rams -7. And if I go 2-0, he would have to go 3-0 next week to tie with me, because since he pushed, he gets another pick next week. So it's exciting. And for those of you who don't know, it's me and my co-host, Timmy, who sits in this chair right here. We signed a contract that the loser at the end of the year has to eat a Carolina Reaper. And We're getting close to it. Getting close to it. There's technically only 4 picks left. 3 more for Timmy, 2 more for me after this week. And it's exciting. It's going to be crazy. One of us is going to eat this thing in this very house. Probably we'll do it outside. We're going to have an audience. It's going to be a show. This thing's really hot from what I've heard. I ate a habanero with Timmy on air for Halloween, and it was really not bad. It was not bad at all. And Timmy was freaking out. So that's why if you want to see some entertainment, you'd want to root for Timmy to lose this. Or honestly, root for both of us to lose. If we tie, then we both have to eat it. And that's Timmy's nightmare scenario for both of us to eat it because he knows I'm just going to be annoying about it. So I also do this DraftKings league. And it's a league every week where you have to pay. Well, you don't pay, but you get a set money and you have to build a team with the amount of money you have. I still haven't figured out how to put it on the screen while I do it. But for now, I'm going to type this out and put that there. If you're joining me, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow before you put your start sits. I'll be answering every start sit question. Right now, I'm just going over my DraftKings lineup. And I'm going to put it on the screen. Brissett. I spelled that wrong. Yes, I did. Spelling is not my strong suit, ladies and gentlemen. Saquon. Michael Carter. Jamar Chase. Alec Pierce. Kyle Williams. Trey McBride. Parker Washington. Giants defense. So that's my DraftKings lineup for the week. And this league is $1,250, I think, per person. And it's $20 a week for the whole year. And huge payouts. Like last year, I came in third. I think I won like 4,000 or 5,000, something like that. This year, I haven't been doing good. You know, this year, out of the 17 weeks or 16 weeks we played, 8 of them, someone's gotten hurt. Like, how does that even happen? So pretty much if someone gets hurt, you're screwed for that week. Like, there's no way you're catching people because there's guys that'll dropping like 180 to 200 in a week. It just makes no sense. Now, for those of you who are still commenting on my TikTok, I am answering those comments right now. And we got a decent amount that I haven't answered. Jesus Christ. In my flex, do I start Samson or Strange? Samson. Juwan Johnson or Kincaid? Juwan. Tracy, Stevenson, Michael Wilson, Kyron. Wilson. Got to ride Wilson, especially if Harrison isn't playing a lot. Got to ride him. Henderson or Dowdle? Henderson. Henderson's a league winner. Last week was just such dumb luck about him getting injured. Like, that is just the worst stuff. Trevor Lawrence or Brissett? Trevor Lawrence. Got to ride him. Boralgist or Boswell? Where's Boralgist today? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. At the Jets, I'm just going to go with Boswell. Boswell's solid. Saquon Henderson, Saquon. I think he's going to have a huge day today. Pittman, Luther Burden, or Sampson? I like Burden. Michael Wilson or Wilson. Josh Allen or T-Law. Listen, T-Law's hot, but you can't ever sit Josh Allen. I'm sorry. Tyler Warren or guarded. Tyler Warren. Donnie Mitchell or Parker Washington. Purdy or Brissett? Purdy. Huge fan of Purdy this week. I think that game's going to have a lot of points. Olave or London? Olave, got to ride the hot hand. There we go. Almost 3,000 comments on this TikTok. Insane, people. Insane. But we are 41 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, from week 17, championship week of the 2025 season. So I want to bring up one thing. I'm going to get this off the screen. So, because I want to make sure I put this on TikTok. Oh, I got a comment. Le'Veon Bell. Are we kidding? Fatal, what do you think of my lineup? I'm going to put it on the screen. This is for DraftKings. Let me know what you think, brother. Yeah. Josh Gordon's one year of shine. Honestly, if they allowed people to smoke weed in the NFL, I think Josh Gordon would have been a great all-time receiver. That guy had some insane talent. And all those weeks sitting at home suspended from marijuana really probably got to his physical. How about them Texans, huh? You texted me yesterday and I said I wanted the Chargers, but I think the Texans were going to win. Unfortunately, because Timmy made a good pick for once. But I wanted to get into my next thing so Christmas games sucked. If you had any player on Christmas, with the exception of like JCM or Dak, you were fucked. Like I'm lucky I have a very, very good team and I started JCM. Like I had Pickens and St. Brown. Like if I was going into today without JCM, I'd be freaking the fuck out because St. Brown got 14 and then Pickens got 11, 2 underperforming weeks. Some guys who had Gibbs got 6. Terrible. Ferg got hurt. Javonte Williams got hurt. Jeff 7. Everyone did nothing. Addison was, I don't even know if Addison got a catch. Did Addison even get a catch? Update me in the comments if Addison even got a catch. I don't remember seeing him catching a ball. JMO got like 5. What a horrible week. So I saw some online that some people do week 14 to 16 playoffs, but it's just like the only way that would work is if the NFL got rid of the week 14 bye. So if somehow, some way, fantasy football men can like get in on the NFL and be like, yes, no, we're not switching our milk brand. All right. But now you made me lose my train of thought, clown. But if they could somehow get the NFL to not do week 14 buys, just bring it back to week 14 to 16 playoffs. It's so obvious that this week is just such a shit outlier week. Like, I don't know what it is with these last 2 weeks lately. It's just been such a shit show with teams not trying or not going to their fullest and no game means anything. Next week is going to be horrible. I think like 80% of the league isn't even going to try because everything's going to be set in stone. Ever since they added this game, that's just been happening every year. With the exception of like last year and a couple of years ago when it was Lions and Vikings for the division, most week 18s have been terrible. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. I don't like it. And it's bad for fantasy because, again, with these stupid fucking Christmas games, it's so dumb to have teams play on Christmas. Like, why do we need a football on Christmas? Are you guys really that greedy? You're making all this money and you need Christmas too. Like, I'm not even the biggest NBA fan. Just let NBA have one day. The whole season's been weird in terms of fantasy football. Yeah, it has. It has. Like, I feel like there hasn't been as many injuries. Like 2 years ago, there was a lot of injuries. This year it hasn't been nowhere near as bad, but I feel like it's just been offenses are kind of getting fizzled out. There's only like what? There's only let's look this up right now. Off the top of my head, I think there's only like 4 quarterbacks that have thrown for over 4,000 yards right now currently. So I'm going to look this up right now. No, there's 3 quarterbacks, and Drake May is 3,900. So technically 4 unless Drake May doesn't throw 50 more yards today. There's only been 4 quarterbacks with 4,000 yards or more. So if you go, let's go to Let's go to 2011. How many quarterbacks? 3 quarterbacks over 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 quarterbacks threw for over 4,000. 2012. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 quarterbacks over 4,000. Yeah, we peaked. We peaked as a society with quarterbacks in the from like 2010 to like 2015 was the best era for quarterbacks. It's insane. Geez, Big Ben and Drew Brees tied in yards in 2014. That's crazy. Fatal, if you want to come on with no face scan and just talk to me, let me know. I'll email you the invite code. Just hear your voice. A no-looker bet for the 1 p.m. games? Genuinely? Whatever. Here, let me see. Ready? I got you, Sean. This is the easiest money of your life. I mentioned it when we first jumped on. What's up, Blue? How you doing? All right, you ready, Sean? I got you. Oh my God. You know what? All right. So I was going to give you McBride's over catches, but these scumbags. So I mentioned that McBride is 8 catches away from breaking the Cardinals franchise record. And these motherfuckers on FanDuel have him at 7.5 over for -164. That's not even, it's a fucking scam. No. That's terrible. All right. I'll give you a touchdown bet. You ready? Like look at this. Trey McBride's plus 110 to score. That's terrible. All right. Here's a no-looker. You ready? I like I kind of like Mike Evans. Yeah, this is a reunion, brother. So apparently there's through the grapevine, the NFL is going to rig the Steelers and Browns game because if the Steelers lose next week will be Steelers Ravens for the division. So there's talks that they might rig the Browns Steelers game for the Browns to win. So Browns plus 3.5 might be the move, Sean. Might be the move if they're actually going to rig that game via Vegas or the refs. Because the NFL wants their moneymaker for Sunday Night Football. Steelers and the Ravens on Sunday Night Football for the division would be hilarious. It'd be 2 teams that don't want to win playing for the division. Dion will rig it. Yeah, I agree. Comment and let me know in the comments who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? What 2 teams, Sean? I want to hear this one. I'll let you know who my 2 are. I'm honestly just excited because this playoffs is going to be interesting. There's no Chiefs, and as long as the Eagles are out, we're going to have a brand new Super Bowl finally. Honestly, as long as the Niners, even though I don't hate the Niners, I just want something new. Like no Niners, no Eagles. Just give me someone new. I want a new team in the Super Bowl. Like, it'll be exciting. Give me Seattle. What's going on, DeReal MVP? Start Warren and Gainwell or start one of the 2 and Tet McMillan. You gotta ride both. So I feel like starting both has a nice floor. Tet, I love Tet, but their offense is so weird sometimes. And there's some games where he just won't get targeted a lot. So I feel like Warren and Gainwell get theirs, especially with DK out. They're going to have to rely on them a lot. And Rodgers loves Gainwell. Like he is in love with Gainwell. That I love him this week. There's only like there's probably only like 13 running backs I'd start over Gainwell this week, which is saying a lot considering um how he was a waiver wire addition. You got to ride Gainwell and Warren. I think they both will be fine today. The Browns defense, while is scary, they're both solid running backs, and the Steelers will make them featured. So you got to ride both of them. Have you been to the Super Bowl before? No, it's too expensive. It's a waste of money. The cheapest ticket is like $8,000. It's ridiculous. Anytime, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow at ValleySportsPod, man. Thank you. The Super Bowl's too expensive. It's ridiculous. Like, who's gonna spend $8,000 to go watch a celebrity spectacle? It doesn't feel like the Super Bowl anymore. It feels like a mid football game with a concert in the middle and then all that surround. I didn't even watch last year. I said if it was Chiefs Eagles again, we do a bracket every single year. And I did who George wants to win and who the NFL scripted for it to win. And guess which bracket won money? The NFL script bracket. The Eagles to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It was the most obvious Super Bowl in history last year. How bad the NFL wanted that. And it won. So this year, once again, I will be doing two brackets. The George bracket and the NFL script bracket. And I like the Rams pick. I'm not a fan of the Pats. Because I mentioned earlier, I don't know if Fatal's still here. I know he'll like this comment. If they have to face the Texans in the first round, I can really see the Texans upsetting the Pats. I have a weird feeling. As great as Drake May is and how much I glaze him, I think the Texans defense is a sight to see. I love the Broncos coming out of the AFC. I feel like any team going up to Denver, they can win 2 games in Denver. They're very tough out. And while they did lose to Jacksonville at home, I think it was last week. I think that was a little bit one of those regular season fluky wins. Even though Jacksonville I do like a lot. The AFC is so stacked. Let me tell you. A lot of good teams. It's crazy to say how the Jaguars and the Texans are like legit Super Bowl threats because of they're coached very well and their defenses are great. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind. Like, we finally got Clemson Trevor Lawrence in the NFL, right, Sean? This is the Trevor Lawrence everyone was waiting for. And let's see if he continues it this week. He needs to win again. He's another one. Unless you have Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow, you're starting him this week in fantasy. He's been unreal. There's not, like I just mentioned, those guys, there's not many other quarterbacks I'm starting over him. So that's another guy. Or Drake May. That's the only other ones. But we are 28 minutes away from game time. And I'm going to check my lineup, make sure everything's good. I'm in a championship right now. And I'm probably going to throw in Josh Downs. Because I think he's safe. And I don't know. Big fan of his. I've always been a big fan of his. And with Phillip Rivers, he's starting to trust him. He gave him 9 targets last week in a game where they're probably going to be down a lot. Talk about I've been doing a top 5 series, and episode 3 should be out this week. And I think if I do a new episode soon, I think I might have to do for episode 4 the top 5 biggest collapses in NFL history. I think the Colts this year might be number 1. 7-2 to miss in the playoffs. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head of a bigger collapse that I've seen in my lifetime. That's just embarrassing. 7-2 to missing the playoffs. Talk about pushing all your chips in. This is pretty much like when you're playing blackjack and you win 2 hands. Then all of a sudden, like, I'll raise my bet to 200. You lose. Then you're like, all right, I got to double it to get it back. You put it to 400. You lose again. And then all of a sudden, you're out of money. That's literally what the Colts just did. They traded for Sauce Gardner, trading everything. And they put all their chips in the table. And the dealer's like, well, just like Brian on AC that one night when we went, looks like you're going to bed, buddy. Pretty much. Colts are going to bed. Embarrassing. Yeah, I love Vrabel. I was such a big fan of his. When they signed him, I knew they were going to be good. It was talk about if Malik Willis actually ends up being a decent starting quarterback, because he was insane last night. Talk about the Titans ownership needs to be sent to the sun. They had Vrabel, Malik Willis, and Derrick Henry and AJ Brown, and somehow didn't do anything with it. How useless could you be? How useless? Embarrassing. If I was a Titans fan, I'd switch team. I saw this guy. I forgot his name. He's on some podcast. He swapped teams from the Jets to the Packers. First off, I don't know how you were a Jet fan all this time, but look what happens the second he swapped from being a Jet fan to a Packer fan. They got embarrassed by Tyler Huntley and Derrick Henry the next night. So maybe it's just you, brother. All of a sudden, the Jets will probably win today after you denounce being a Jet fan. But talk about just franchise malpractice. Everyone, how is it that everyone in the league knew the trade was bad except the team doing it? I don't know, Sean. It's almost like trading for a guy who doesn't have an appendix isn't a good deal. The Titans traded A.J. Brown, who was a known elite receiver, for a first-round pick they drafted a receiver with. What was the point of that trade? Why? Just pay the man. I just can't. I can't. And it's because of this trade, the Eagles went to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them. It's just, I can't fathom some of these teams helping other teams winning. It's just like, it's like people in my fantasy league giving people free players to win championships. It's just hilarious to watch. And now I'm getting all worked up over a stupid trade that happened years ago. Hilarious. Who'd they get out of that trade? Treylon Burks. You know where he is right now? He's in Washington. He's the 3rd string receiver in Washington, doing nothing. Man, just send this team to the sun. If the Titans don't, I'm telling you right now, if the Titans don't become relevant within 3 years, send them to the sun. Because it's very obvious Cam Ward is legit, and you have the easiest job in the world, whoever the GM is, the easiest job in the world. Just build around Cam Ward. You did the one thing teams like the Jets have been trying to do for 50 years. You found your quarterback. You found him. You finally found him. So just build around him. If you can't build a playoff team within 2 years, just get rid of the Titans. Please get rid of them, because they've already ruined my life by giving the Eagles the keys to the championship. Like, Jesus Christ. Some teams just, oh my God, I can't. Like, how are you gifted a guy with this talent and you can't figure it out? Like, yeah, I do remember when you were a Jet fan, and now you've been a lot happier since not being a Jet fan. I'm on my last legs as Giants fan, because now they have the quarterback, and now I have to hear people on WFAN calling in saying that they want to take Mendoza and then trade Dart for talent. No. Why? Why would we do that? Why? What is the point? You found the quarterback. That's like, I don't even know how to compare it. Like, it's like if the Rangers took I guess Dominic Hasek, number 1 overall, and they see how great he is, and they're like, oh, he's good, but this next guy that's coming in the draft, he's the next Patrick Waugh. Like, they should take him number 1 overall and then trade Hasek for more talent. No, you found the hardest position to replace. So why just not keep him and take other talent? It's like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I love Mendoza too, but it's just Dart has looked great. And him and Cam Scottaboo have a chemistry. And it's very clear that these guys buy into Jackson Dart. Why would you get rid of him for Mendoza, who I think will be good? But it's just like, it's just stupid. Why even take the chance? Oh my God. Just get the first pick, trade down. That's all you need to do. Trade down for 2 other first-round picks. Take Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate. Boom, you're good. That's it. That would be the perfect draft. Get the first pick, trade down, get 2 picks in the first round, take Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, and you're good. All right? The O-line's good. Cam Scottaboo's good. You need another receiver. All right? I'm sick of Jerry Slayton taking snaps on the field. He sucks. I don't care. He's the most below mid receiver in history. He drops everything we need him to catch. It's just unreal. And I still got people commenting on my TikTok. Let's see what we got here. Mike Gesicki or Taysom Hill? Taysom Hill. Samson Carter, Pearsall, Carter. Wilson, Myers, or Evans? Evans. No, I promised when I came on this that I wouldn't get angry. And, of course, I got angry. Ted or Tracy? I think Tracy. It's just they give him the ball. Anytime, Gage, with a thank you. But I don't know. I promised I wouldn't get worked up because I was going to get worked up already today because I'm in the championship. No way I missed Blue in the chat. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I was just going off about how I think the Texans could upset the Patriots in the first round. Fatal. And I think it's very possible. We are 19 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, from week 17. Are you in any championships, Fatal? Shit would be Duffy. Duffy, what is that, a new word in Houston? Oh, by the way, I might be coming to Houston next year, Fatal. Next summer, I'll be in Houston. I'm not even kidding. Waiting for you to get that reaction. Me and a couple friends might be going to the World Baseball Classic to see Team USA, so I'll be in Houston. Maybe I'll come to Clear Lake or Clearwater or whatever the hell that is. We'll go to the Y. Oh, my God. I'm going crazy. Yeah, there it is. When you come to Houston, I'm going to pull up to New York. Yeah, that's the one time you'll come to New York when I actually leave. Nah, when I see you, I'm going to give you a nice big hug. Yeah, man, I think it's a Josh Downs day. Holy germs. Yeah. Even though I do like Samson today, but I think Downs is safe. Downs is very safe. Because coming off an injury, not a fan of that. And Rivers seems to trust Downs. I think there's going to be a lot of throwing in that game, a lot of points. And if you're just joining me, we got 17 minutes till week 17 championship week. Drop your start sits in the comments. I'll be answering every single one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow at ValleySportsPod before you do so. Let's win some gold today, guys. Let's win some money. Let's win whatever you give out for winning championships. Got a lot of those. My league's been going on for what? Now we're in year 13, and we still don't have an actual like championship. We have this gold football I spray painted, and we put people's names on. We need like an actual like trophy. I think we're all grown adults. We all make money. Let's do a trophy, guys. Be fun. Then we could put plaques on the trophy of the players' names. So if someone makes a horrific trade to help another team win, do you think they get like a mini plaque, Sean? What do you think? You think Peter should get like a little plaque if Borofka wins today of I made the appendix trade? I think so. Weird guess. My invite to the World Baseball Classic got lost in the mail. I'm not going with people from couples, Sean. If you want to go? I know you're laughing your ass off typing this right now. If you want to go, holy milk brand. Dude, get over the milk. It's good milk. It's 2%. It's 2%. Do you Oh, there's my aunt. How you doing? It's 2% milk. Get over it. Why do you drink like that? I don't drink weird. Oh my god. Now I hope the Texans lose in the first round. Honestly. Oh, brother. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. Listen, if you want to come on and I could add you to this. You could just do your voice. You don't have to show your face. I got to hear some Texans nonsense. Yes, like right now. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Text me your email. I'll email it to you right now. Yep. So my final decision in my championship, I am starting Josh Downs over Dylan Sampson in my second flex. And I got two things. Number one, add a league median. Number two, get rid of defenses. I hate them with all my heart. Defenses are the bane of my existence. Proven last night that they're just pure luck and nonsense. Like starting the Packers against a backup quarterback should be a smash start, and this team gets -5. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. All right, we'll talk. I'll figure it out. It's in the works right now, so missed him drinking the coffee. Do it again. It's not coffee. It's Ghost. Send me your email, Fatal. If you're joining me just now, we got 12 minutes till game time. Drop your start sits in the comments. I'll answer every question. Just make sure you like, subscribe, and follow before you do so. Trying to get my friend here to come on. And he won't come on. He's being a loser. So I think today's game of the day will probably be low key. Bengals Cardinals is going to be a lot of points. It's two teams with nothing to fight for, and they're just two offenses that can put points on the board. And low key, I think Eagles Bills is going to be low key a shootout, and Bears Niners is going to be a great game. So, where's Tim? Tim doesn't come on live with me. It doesn't work when it's just both of us live, because when you have too many mics in one room, the stream site we use gets all destroyed. Low key, you should go bald. Brother, I was bald for 6 months and it was horrible. I'm never shaving my head again. It was terrible. I legit almost cried when I had to shave my head. Never doing that again. Will never shave my head. Sometimes I like joke around and be like, I'll like take the razor and like show it to because my mom gets really annoyed about it. But I hated every second of being shaven. It was because I'm very like I like my hair a lot and don't like not looking at it. I don't know. I guess the words I'm yeah, it was that bad. It was terrible. I like my hair. I don't like shaving it. Shave your eyebrows then. Yeah. Man's got to work. FedEx called. Yeah, he's got his 2 jobs, Sean. He's got his 2 jobs. the did you know he's driving to FedEx now? All right, we got 9 minutes till game time. I'm going to give you guys a lock to bet. You ready? I got you. Okay. The lock of the day is dude, JT's minus 220 to score. That's just pathetic. Dude, like talk about can I just say one thing? I'm sorry. I got a little bit of time to rant about this. Anytime touchdowns has become such a scam since betting became a big thing in New York, especially or even around the country. I remember back in my day, I'm talking like I'm an unk now, where you can get anytime touchdown bets like Jonathan Taylor for like plus 120. This guy's minus 220 today. Who the hell's taking that bet? You're an idiot if you take that bet. Did you know that they put out a slip for Jahmyr Gibbs to score 6 touchdowns for plus 10,000? Do you know how much money they probably made from that? From idiots being like, "Oh, I'll put $10 on that. Maybe it'll hit." If you get 1,000 idiots across America to bet that, they're buying you steak dinners for the weekend. Like that's insane. It's a scam, and it's such easy money for them. Pathetic. If you're actually putting money on that shit, yeah, I'll put $50 in Jonathan Taylor to score at minus 220. Yeah, it's a great bet. Who do I like? Yeah, definitely put in Brock Bowers. He put him in with Max Crosby and they'll play some basketball together while the league should find them. All right. Dude, even Charbonnet's plus 115 to score. Like, it's just these odds are terrible. It makes no sense. Honestly, the only one I'm liking I've seen so far is Diggs at plus 140. That's not bad, but that game could get ugly fast. Henderson plus 115 is not bad. Like a starting running back that high. Dude, this Giants minus 3 is staring me in the face. I just know. Over under is 39.5. Dude, this Giants minus 3 staring because I know these morons are going to freaking win this game. I just know it. This is the most Giants 35-10 win in history I've ever seen in my life. They're gonna come on WFAN the next morning and brag about how great the offense looked, and we're gonna look like fucking pathetic idiots. All right, I got a flyer touchdown tonight. You ready? I like Loveland plus 200. It's not bad, but it's still hot. It's still low. Like plus 200 for a tight end that doesn't score a lot. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Kafka's not going to be. You know, my dream. For some reason, my co-host Nick said that the Dolphins don't want to get rid of Mike McDaniel all of a sudden, which is just insanity. I wanted him to be our offense coordinator, and then we go out and get like Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. That'd be nice, but you know, for some reason, the Dolphins are going to keep him. I don't really want Clint Kubiak as our head coach because he's very weird with the way he runs his offense. Like, there's like some games where he's like obsessed with Charbonnet when he's clearly not even close to better than K9. I don't know. But my dream team would be McDaniel, offense coordinator, and Freeman, head coach. Yeah, and I mentioned earlier on WFAN, they want to take Mendoza first and trade Dart away, which is the stupidest thing in history. They're morons. Absolute morons. All right, we got 5 minutes. I got to find one decent bet here. Dude, like, talk about the downfall of anytime touchdown bets. Hey, A-Chain's not bad at minus 120, but that's still, like, low. Trade Dart to the Jets. Yeah. He'd get concussed faster on the Jets. I said earlier that the dream thing for me to do is somehow get the first pick by losing today, trade down to get 2 extra picks and maybe like a second or third. Give me Carnell Tate, Caleb Downs. That's what I want. Another probably is going to be a very good receiver at Ohio State and a safety that's going to be nice with Newbin. Pair him up, get that secondary binded and looking good for next year. There he is. There's the biggest fan. 4 minutes away. Michael, just don't even look at Josh's projection this week because it just made me puke that we actually like lost to this man last week. Jerry Jeudy plus 450. That's honestly could be a little bit of a throw, like a little. He's plus 470 on FanDuel. That's not terrible, but he stinks. Or honestly, Gainwell is the highest odds in the Steelers game. Yeah, plus 450 is insane value. I kind of like Pollard plus 160. He's been very solid, and the Saints are pretty shit against the run. Pollard's a guarantee for like 15 plus carries, and I kind of like. All right, I like that. Tony Pollard plus 160, and I'm playing him this week, so you know he's going to score. That is my lock of the day. Tony Pollard plus 160. And Jerry Jeudy. The Steelers defense has better odds to score than him. That's when you know it's getting too much. It's getting out of Debo or Terry. Neither. Nice question, clown. That's just pathetic. Like, I don't understand that. Has the Steelers defense even scored a touchdown this year? Oh, on FanDuel, they're plus 1,000. 12:58. We're 2 minutes away. Two minutes away. 2 minutes away from me clinching this championship. God forbid. Oh, man. I just need my guys to do their thing. I can't have JSN have 0 at half again last week. I was tweaking out. I was freaking losing my mind. And then, of course, this guy throws in freaking Malik Willis on a flyer and gets 32 out of it. It's just hilarious. He's I don't like, I guess, what's the word, pocket watching another person's team, but I wouldn't start Dowdle over Michael Carter today. Yeah, definitely a Mickey Mouse league. Where's the co-host? Probably sleeping in his bed, like per usual. Timmy on live isn't a good thing. We can't have both of us in the same room while live. And also, you and Sean pissed him off last time, so is your co-host Duffy? Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's 1:00. I'm gonna go watch my team win a championship. Good luck to everyone today in fantasy football. I hope you all win. ASYS, Sean. Always start your studs, like I always say. You should do call-ins. Yeah, I can do them. I wanted Fatal to do call-ins, and then this guy didn't freaking want to come on. But I think next year when the season starts, I think I'll start probably doing those. That would be funny. But next year, I'm going to try and go live every Sunday morning, especially like leading into the season. But we'll figure something out. This StreamYard app, I'm still learning to do it. Be on next week. What's the point of going live next week? There's no fantasy or anything like that. But we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll go live before the wildcard games or something like that. We'll figure something out. But take care, everyone. Good luck to everyone in their championships. And have a good day. Happy New Year. And check out episode 20 with our two friends that just came out. And Timmy got really mad at me at that one. Timmy got really pissed at me, and it was actually hilarious. So take care.